Welcome to the Bod Honey Podcast. I am your host, your friend, Tamika Johnson.
And I am your other host, your friend Tim Johnson.
If this is your first time tuning in, welcome. This show is about human experiences, and this includes thought-provoking conversations, and especially our divine honey guests sharing stories about love, life, journey, and purpose. If you're watching live or on the replay, show some love in the chat. This is your inspirational podcast.
Yeah.
Pew 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 pew.
Pew, pew.
How are you, brother?
I'm well. I'm tired. I'm doing okay though. I'm healthy. How are you?
I'm good. I'm hanging in there. What are you tired from?
I just was in DC for a week and then got to come home be a husband and dad.
Nice. How was
hmm
DC?
It was okay. A lot of learning, which was nice. We got to hear from Brian Stevenson. For those of you that don't know, go watch that movie Just Mercy. It was Just Mercy is like one of his first cases he ever did as a lawyer out of Harvard, black guy. I think he's probably like in his 60s or 70s, maybe. Look good though. Speaks very well, very intelligent man, and it was just dope hearing from him. He got to meet Rosa Parks. He's from Alabama, Montgomery, Alabama, so it was dope listening to him. And then I would say all of the keynotes were pretty good, actually. Some of the breakouts were cool, but yes, I always forget what it's like to ingest a lot of learning and what it does to you and trying to recover, your brain trying to recover. And then on
Mhm.
top of not sleeping well, I don't really sleep well in hotels. Everybody thinks it's nice to leave your family, but the hotel beds are not good. They're not comfortable. How are you?
I am good. I also was out of town as well. For one of my best friends' birthday, we went to Breckenridge, Colorado. So that was look. I have my mug, Breck. It
Oh,
was
you
a
got
nice,
milk from there?
yeah. It's very nice there. I had a great time. More like just a nice retreat. The people were friendly. It was a nice getaway, and being in the hot tub when it's wintry out is it's nice. I
Right.
thought it was gonna be like free because it was cold there because you're up 96,000 feet above sea level. Um, but I enjoyed it and took some time when I got back. Had some time off of work. Needed. Sometimes just a weekend isn't enough. A 3 day weekend isn't enough. I was out about, well, including the weekend, about 6 days. And then next week we're getting into Thanksgiving, so it's going to be a short week.
Y'all
And
got a lot of payroll to do, huh, bud?
we do, but we gonna get it done. That's really it. I noticed something new about you.
What's that?
You ain't got no locks.
Oh, yeah. Had to cut him off. Had to cut him off.
So how are you feeling with them?
Why you bring that up? Don't you want to crack a joke or something? What's up?
I don't want to make a joke, but you look visibly different. Look, we're gonna have to change some of our pictures.
Shit, that's all right, bro.
hmm
I
What
had
I
to cut
say
him off,
earlier,
man. Huh?
what I said earlier, I said now you look like you back to Timmy now.
Uh, yes, sir. We back. We back. No more long hair. We're gonna keep it short.
How does can you know those videos where like the dad shave off their beard and then like the kids are like afraid of the dad? Did he have any
No,
reaction to you not having no hair?
he just wanted to see my head for the first couple of days. Let me see your head. Let me see your head. Yeah, because when Kingston was born, he's never seen me with short hair until now. I had the young Lockies when he came out of mommy's belly.
Yeah. Let me see your head. Well, I'm
hmm
excited to see him in a few weeks.
Oh, you do come in a few weeks, huh?
Mm-hmm.
What day are you coming again?
December 13th.
Oh, the 13th. All right. That's a Saturday or a
Oh, it's
Friday.
Friday. It's Friday night.
Oh, Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What does who mean?
Friday the 13th, bro? You never heard of Friday the 13th?
Yeah, the movie, but what's that supposed to mean to me?
That's like spooky days.
That's spooky day.
Friday
Oh,
the
we got.
13th.
Well, let's check out some comments real quick before we, get it started. So just the key at heart, when not when your family is the best. Oh, I'm sure they missed you too, Tim.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, back to the Timmy J minus the turn ups.
Mm-hmm.
When we're talking on the phone when I was in Colorado, you was like, y'all need to be turning up. Blah, blah. No, we can barely catch our breaths. Like, when you're up that high, we are winded.
I guess.
It was a good time.
That's good.
Mm. All right, well let's get this party started. So today's topic is boundary setting for the holidays. Y'all, after Thanksgiving, you're gonna hear Mariah say, "It's time."
Oh, Mariah Carey.
Yeah. um, this topic was brought to us by one of our divine honeys,
Oh, this is one of the
Shay.
folks.
Shay was, yes, she brought this because we're always telling people, please give us ideas for things to discuss. And I thought this was a great topic just in time before we hit Thanksgiving, because the holidays tend to be crazy. So
Indeed.
we want the importance to avoid, burnout and protecting your well-being. So the first thing I guess we can touch on is, we need to clarify our values and priorities during the season.
Kingston, you gotta get out, buddy. Kingston. Oh, so values you said?
Yeah, so clarify values and priorities for the season.
That
So,
one's, I think those are like easier said than done, in all honesty.
mhm.
I think we all have, I would even double down. I wouldn't even say I think, I would say I believe that we all have values, right? But what happens sometimes is when you're not confident in your value, or there might not be a strong connection to your value, but you feel like you hold that value, you'll fold on it.
Mm,
You get what I'm saying? So, like, for instance,
yeah.
say you're speaking of, everybody talks about politics during the holidays.
Mhm.
Say you're one way, say I'm Republican, you're Democrat, right? But
Mhm.
because you're not like so confident in your Democratness, I'm making jokes about the Democrats. So instead of like you sticking up and standing up for them, you start laughing with me as the Republican guy.
That is a
Versus
good example.
versus, standing on business saying, "Hey, we're not going to talk about that right now because my values, I believe in this or that or what have you." So instead of like laughing in the engagement of making fun of something, really making fun of yourself, I'm standing up on that and just saying, "Hey, let's go ahead and just talk about something else because I don't feel like I'm not comfortable speaking of that." And that's okay to do that too. But
Ooh.
I think sometimes we need to feel like not necessarily like you're self-conscious about it, but you're also like there's no confidence. You're not confident in standing on it by yourself. You're confident with standing on it with a group. But then when you go by yourself, then you like fold to what everybody else is doing because you don't have that confidence to then be like, nah, we're not gonna do that today.
That's actually a perfect example. And then something you said, saying my values don't align. This is why I don't want to talk about it. You can go a step further. You don't even have to say your no's can be a no. Like how
Oh yeah,
you
facts.
we
Yep,
ain't I'm not comfortable. I'm not talking about that.
yep. No's can be no's. Make them mean no. Yep, that's a fact too. And that is another value thing too, because again, when it goes to that confidence piece, when I say no and people are still looking at you to like justify it, you can be like, no, I just said no. That's it.
Right.
Move on.
And your boundaries are for you. People are going to do what they're going to do.
Facts.
So my no, I don't even have to wait for a reaction from the other person. I can just change the subject, or I can just walk away. You know,
Yeah,
you
you
just,
get up.
just go walk away.
Let me go pour up another drink before I have to beat your ass. No.
So yeah, just knowing your priorities. You don't have to be everywhere. This is a priorities for the season, because some of us are gonna be invited to a lot of things.
Right.
And these expectations, you have to know where your priorities lies. If it's within your nuclear family, because you have extended family. And you might want to create new traditions, or your family just may not be up to doing all these things this year. And then you have to set priorities of what that looks like for your family and for individuals who don't want to go and be with extended family.
Right.
We
got to respect all. Shay Wood says, no, it's a complete sentence. I agree. No is a complete sentence. And I think that's a practice that we can do outside of just familyness. No, I'm good. Nope, I ain't got nothing else. Nope.
I say this. This is what I say. No, it's a complete sentence, but I just say, I'd be like, I'm going to pass on this. I say it all the time. If I don't want to do something, I don't, and you don't have to give an explanation. So that goes into establishing clear yes and no list. What are some of your yes and no list? Give me a couple for this holiday season.
Guess haven't even thought about it. I guess no to like anything I don't want to do, which would include driving you and mom all over to Des Moines, Iowa.
Tim. I can't stand you.
I already had to tell her because I have to go pick her up. She thought I was about to drive her all over the place on Christmas Eve. I'm like, Cartelius.
Right, it's Christmas Eve. So that's your value. We're doing we have family traditions that we have created that we do on Christmas. We chill, we eat.
Yeah.
We don't.
That's what I was trying to explain. So she's like, well, I got to do this. 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 I said, no, I'm not driving you all over the place. I'm already about to drive 4 hours there and back. I'm not about to drive you even more all over the place. So get your shopping done before I come and get you.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to keep it at that. So that's a no. I ain't dealing with no, I'm just playing. That's really it. That's all I got. Yes to family times. I've been thinking about making sure that I'm nice to everybody.
Who you be mean to?
Huh?
Who you be
I'm just
mean
saying,
to?
I just gotta be nice. Sometimes I get like these little attitudes, so I'm trying to make sure I'm checking my attitude because I get stressed out.
Okay.
At the house, so I'm like making sure I'm checking my attitude. And
be mean to me, I will be mean back.
Bree said, making sure you're nice to everybody, and started laughing.
Oh, and I resent you saying you don't drive me nowhere. You're just picking me up from the airport. And yeah, I do be driving your guys' vehicle, so there's that. But I won't be going anywhere. What I would say, my yes or no, it's not so bad. I'm coming into town, and when I come into town, my priority is my family. So I mostly stay at the house. I don't, I'll meet up with a friend here and there maybe once, but um, outside of my family, everything else is kind of a no
Yeah,
when I'm
everything.
there for the holidays.
That's facts. That's facts.
And even just here, like just not doing things that I don't want to do. And I don't have this issue, but spending time with people you don't want to spend time with. You don't have to.
Yeah, don't feel
And
the need to please people if it's compromising a piece of yourself. I think we do a lot of that. That people pleasing is
mhm.
it tears you, it wears you out.
And something I thought of too is there are people who choose not to do gift exchange.
Yeah, we don't do gift exchange just for the
No,
kids.
we just do it for the kids now, which I actually like. That stuff like adds up, and then it just adds up.
Yeah, we don't need it. We too old. We don't need to be taking people's
Yeah,
pockets. If you can't afford to get stuff that you want, you don't need it anyways.
yeah. So, so basically, we do stocking stuffers and just eat and enjoy each other company and watch the kids open
What are we
gifts.
making this year? Have we even talked about it?
Haven't even talked about it yet, so we got to come up with that. We switch it up. Another thing said, and this not only goes for adults. I think we don't think about children
Yeah.
as people sometimes. Like an example, I saw a video about kids are allowed to say that they don't want to hug you. You know, do we follow that? I'm like, see, what Kingston, you tell me to just hug him anyways. I don't sometimes. Like if you don't want to, I just feel like.
Cause bro, Cason's gonna be a little. He's gonna act
I
like that,
know.
man.
I know. I just don't know where the line goes with that word. Someone just like,
You just take a hug from him.
so I'm gonna get on here and say, oh, respect children if they don't want to be touched. Don't tell me. You said take the hug from Kingston.
Take the hug. Take the hug. He'll give you a hug when he sees you that one day, and then he's gonna act like he don't know you the rest of the time you're here.
Oh yeah, he's gonna like me that one day, and
Mm-hmm.
then I won't mean anything to him anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But what do you think about that? Like when you're dealing with family members, personal boundaries and space of like even when it comes to touching, hugging, or certain
I don't know if I'm a
conversations
hugger.
approach.
I don't even know if I'm like a hugger in general.
Yeah.
Like I'll give you a fist bump or something, a little handshake.
So
But
when
I don't
people
even
try,
know if I'm like really a hugger. I don't know if
you're
that's
not.
me.
I've hugged you. Why is your back stiff? Tim, you know me. This dude is patting me like that, and his back is stiff. Relax.
Bro, that's how my back is. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think I'm really a hugger, so there's that. So don't hug me. I don't want no hugs.
Are you gonna start telling people I don't do hugs? If they go into the
That's how I'm gonna hit them like back up off me, partner. No, bro, I give a hug, man. I don't know. I just think it's awkward. Like, I don't know. Sometimes you just got to go for it, I guess. I don't know. Sure, you tell me. You the hugger.
I like hugs. Yeah, I'm not opposed to it. It's me. Oh, besides me, he gets my hugs regardless. I mean, I hug him, but his back is pretty stiff, so I just was like, okay. No, I like hugs, so I'm open to hugs. Not kisses so much. I mean, that's weird.
Kisses?
What? What adult is kissing me on the cheek? Like, why? And people are sick and have things, so maybe not do that. There's But that hasn't happened. The only person that be trying to kiss me on my cheek is mom.
Yeah.
But
She said her
that's a
teeth
mom.
falling out. She tell you about her
Huh?
trip to the dentist?
Yeah, she did. She did. So she getting it all taken care of. I'm
Yeah.
happy.
Yeah.
I love that for her. Um, what else?
Yeah, don't kiss me. Um, I'll talk with you. If you're talking about something I could care less about, I'm probably gonna get up and walk out, or I'm gonna start playing my game on my phone.
Okay, now I know when you don't. Okay, okay, you're giving away all your secrets.
Uh, can
I'm
y'all
playing.
tell? Can y'all tell they were affectionate growing up? That's Brienne, just a kid hurt.
Oh, tell you. Actually, our mom was very affectionate, and Tim, you were a cuddler.
Until I
You
wasn't.
always cuddle with mom. You always slept in her arms. Mom always was a hugger and a kisser. So we actually were affection, like she showed affection, physical
Until I
affection.
wasn't.
Yeah, I don't know. So I'm still pretty affectionate. Like I like hugs, and if someone I have a lot of touchy feely friends. I've always had really touchy feely friends. It doesn't. I'm not personally touchy feely, but if you put it towards me, I'm okay. I'm comfortable with it. No, but yes. So those boundaries, and then also, oh, so you're gonna set limits. What about setting limits for social engagement? Because some people don't like people, or they get peopled out. So I would suggest having a safe person in your social engagements, because sometimes you're ready to go, and
Yeah,
you
I
might
just
have yeah.
like we'll go to Bree's brother's house on. Shay Wood says guilty because you're gonna get these hugs.
Yeah. we're huggers.
And then Bree, just to keep it hard, I'm actually cool that Tim don't want to be touched. Stay away from my man's. Uh, so I don't know, man. We'll go chill over at her brother's house this week. It's cool. It's pretty chill. There's not too much. I think now that I'm about to be 35 next week, I'm at
Old
the
head.
I'm at the age where it's like if I want to have engagement, I know how to get engagement from my friends. But I'm good. Good with staying at the house. I just got to
Yeah.
make sure I get to the gym at least to get out the house a little bit. But yeah, it's
Yeah,
better to stay in the house. That's how you don't get in trouble.
right. Or spend too much money. That's my problem when I'm outside. There's nothing outside but bills.
You seen them those TikToks that they were making when people walk out outside? It's like $200 minus $200 minus this minus this minus this minus
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Um,
So
yeah, so like like when I get invited to things, you guys, I used to have a reaction of just saying yes, 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 yes to everything. So I will say, like last year, this year I really actually sat down a lot more. Before I would get invited to everything. I would travel, I'd be there, here, 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 there. Now what I do when I'm asked, do I want to do something, and it's something kind of in the next week or in the future, I say, oh, I will let you know. I actually do not give an answer because I got to see how I feel next week.
right, facts.
And some people have a hard time, like with the people, especially with the people pleasers. It's good for them to have a safe person. A safe person could be your significant other, your husband, your friend, someone where if you do go with them and you're ready to go, you can kind of have a look like, yeah, my mental capacity for this, or I'm uncomfortable, let's go. And you kind of have a person that says, oh, yeah, it's time for, to go. Or a person, just a text too, as well, when you're feeling anxious and them kind of reminding you to take care of yourself.
Right, I pick up a fake phone call, or I say my wife said I got to come home.
knows that sometimes it's so Tim knows my look well, sometimes even before me, because people, you can get peopled out. This is a time of year, I know everybody is so, we're a family, spend time with your family, but you're allowed to have your limits of what that looks like.
Yeah, it just depends, like if I'm having fun or not, or I'm getting to the point where it's like I'd rather do stuff like around like 2 to 7.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like those are like my hours of like so I got like my hours of like optimal brain functioning.
Mm-hmm.
Probably like 6:30 a.m. to like 12:30 p.m. And then like if I'm gonna like kick it, I'd rather kick it from like 1:32 to like 7 or 8, and then I'm cool. Like I don't need to be out past 10:30, 11 o'clock no more. That's not intriguing to me.
Me neither.
So
Me
there's that,
neither.
getting old. Unless I'm on vacation, but even if I'm on vacation, I'm probably gonna start drinking at like 10 a.m.
Us day drinkers.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, what I know this time of year also, yes, it's a joyous because we got Thanksgiving, we got Christmas, and we got New Year. But this is a hard time of year for a lot of people. For some people, it is just brutal
Yeah.
because you're missing your family members. There could be dealing with grief. There could be trauma you experienced around this time of year. And in some places, like when I lived in Iowa, y'all, it's pretty cloudy there for a long period of time.
Yeah.
So
It's
what is
called
it called? What is right? I bet it is. So
what
what is it called?
seasonal.
Seasonal depression.
Yeah. There's an actual DSM-5 diagnosis for, I can't remember what it's called, but there's an actual diagnosis for like seasonal depression. But yeah, just make sure you just like if you need a pet or something, go get you a. They got cats out here. They got the little dogs you can get. Go get you a little pet or something.
A little
If you do have
support.
someone you can talk to, talk with them. Let them know how you are. Let them know how you're feeling. You aren't by yourself. I know it feels like you're alone, but you don't have to be alone if you don't want to be alone.
Uh-huh.
You make that choice, and it is a hard choice, but you do make that choice. So do what you need to do. There are people that support you, and low key, the person might be in the same spot as you too. They just
Fast.
might be afraid to reach out also. So if you're in that, phone somebody, phone a friend, phone Tamika, and hit Bougie Girl in the inbox. She'll listen.
Yes, 100%. Y'all can always hit me up.
So yeah.
I got you. Let's see what she said. The 2 hours of sunlight we get every day now isn't helping either.
You only
Yeah.
get 2 hours of sunlight in Arizona?
Well, she's in a different state. Shay Woods
Oh,
is
where is she at?
here. Well, I don't think she'll be telling her location. She can put it in there if she wants.
Oh, ain't nobody about to find her, bro.
She's in the Carolinas.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't tell you which one. But she's being dramatic.
Yeah, I'm everywhere, Tim.
She's everywhere. She's nationwide.
I feel it. My bad, player.
Um, Here, no, and it's sunny. The difference is here, it's sunny here all the time, even if the weather drops. So that's why I like living here. I had seasonal depression when I was in Atlanta. The weather is crap there.
Yeah, I think we'll probably end up once we get closer to retirement, start looking at properties either in
Yeah,
Arizona or Florida.
yeah.
Downsize our house and get a condo so we can have a couple condos.
Okay, thinking ahead. Oh,
You dig?
also, you guys, for us people who are enjoying the holidays, reach out to people, invite people, someone who's alone for dinner,
Oh
to
yeah, yep.
Thanksgiving dinner, see if they need anything. And you have to respect some people don't like being around people. Offer to bring them a plate. Just meet people. You want to check on them, but also meet them where they're at.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Good call.
Um, Another thing is, what do we do with like toxic family members?
That's where the boundary and values comes in. And I know it's hard. Easier said than done. Easier said than done. That's where you got to stand on what you believe in. It truly is. If that's what it is, let them know like, hey, I'm not dealing with that this year, and leave it. You don't have to explain. Remember, no is a complete sentence. You can get up out of there. You
You
get
know
to
what?
choose. You get to choose and dictate the conversations and things that you're a part of around toxic family members, or just your family in general, or friends in general. You
Mhm.
get to dictate that, not them.
And also, you know what I just thought of? You know, at work, how like in work settings they do Secret Santa. Yeah, I ain't doing that. You can say you know, just what I'm doing. No, I'm not.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just
I
don't participate then.
no, I'm not. You don't have to participate. You just say, "Oh no, thank you." See, no.
Yeah,
Because that comes up. You think you have to do stuff because the majority is doing
yeah,
it.
right. Yep. Be your own person. Don't be a people pleaser.
You say, "Yeah, just bring me food. I'll I'll be cool. I'm not seeing anyone. I don't do Secret Santa either. Yeah, I'm not doing Secret Santa. What else? So you want to during this season, stressful. Do you get stressed during the holidays? Give me a time where you were stressed because I don't know. I feel like I never see you sweat.
You ain't never gonna see me sweat. Um, and with all these people at my house that I used to being in the house,
Oh, look, and me and mom both gonna be there like almost the same length of time. Isn't that crazy?
and I gotta go figure out because our TV's broke. The TV broke downstairs, so I'm about to go get a cheap TV. So there's something down there until we move out, unless I can get it framed somewhere else. Where because our ceilings are so low down in the basement, I don't even want to put another nice TV like that down there again.
How did it break?
The chair run was downstairs running, and somebody threw something at it.
Who got a whooping?
Nobody got a whooping.
Kidding. We don't whoop kids anymore, right?
I
I'm
give Kid King some whoopings for less than that. But I was too angry. It would have been something worse if I would have touched somebody during that time. So,
Yeah, we
um,
playing.
but yeah, I'm gonna try to go find one. I really should have went and looked today. I tweaked
Wait till what is it?
Cyber Monday. Yeah, I can go
Black
look on Monday.
Friday? Do people do Black Friday anymore?
Yeah, Black Friday probably starts tomorrow or today,
Oh,
low key.
true.
They don't do it like the how it used to be, where it was just like one day out the week. No, it's like they do like a full week of it. And then by the
Oh,
time
okay.
people like actually go out and shop that Friday for Black Friday shopping, everything's already been picked over.
But remember when they used to fight at Black?
That's what I'm saying. It used to be just that one day, and all the lines were crazy long, and now it's like
Oh,
they do it for like the whole extended week. Now they do it for
that's
like
when it
now.
was fun.
Yeah, it's probably starting today, low key. I probably should get on Best Buy and look and see.
Okay, so another thing, schedule protected time for self-care. So that's like kind of what like exercising, meditating, reading, doing things like you enjoy because I know this is the season of giving, but you have to give to yourself.
Facts, and it's okay. Don't feel bad. Do not feel bad.
No, because how if you don't we always preach about this. If you don't have your cup filled, how can you give to others? I know for you parents, it has to be hard for you guys because you want your kids to have this memorable Christmas and you want to give them everything. But what do you say to the parents that like they can't
Right.
give them what society deems or what's been put down our throat what a Christmas should look like. What would you give it? What advice would you give to those families?
I'll just say, who are you competing with? I think that's the first question is who are you who are you competing with and why? Why is that important? And then once you can get to the layer of that, you start to think about like, damn, what am I doing this for? Because other people are doing it. Like, let's do what we can do. Like, I think it's fun. It's fun to give gifts and be able to give gifts 100%. I don't want to like downplay or minimize that because it does feel good to be able to provide. But at the same time, if it's causing you your mental health, adding more stress, making you turn into like a Scrooge around Christmas time, then it's not worth it. And being honest and letting people know where you are and where you stand with it. More folks are more understanding than we give them credit for, but we make up these delusions in our head of I gotta do X, Y, and Z for them to love me or for them to like me or for my kids to have the best Christmas ever. And a lot of times with our children, they just want to be around us and be in our face and get just positive attention.
Yeah.
They don't need the toys. They don't need the TVs, the iPods, the iPads, the all the big presents. They just want to kick it and be in our face, like truly. Like we get Kingston stuff, Kingston still in our face. They just want to be. They just want to be around us. And your children only know what you expose them to. Yep. So keep it simple.
Some people are doing things different, like where they vacation. So there, this is another boundary thing. I get a family and we decide, every year I come to Iowa. That might have to change for me. You know, I might have to come every other year, every 2 years,
Right.
because our family might choose we're going to rotate and we're going to vacation. Or our family may decide we're not doing certain. So if we're going to do vacation, right, we're not going to do a big gift exchange to our children. Like they
Right.
might have one, but we're going on vacation, so chill out. But they would be used to that, right? I was in one of my friends was talking to someone. She's like, "Oh yeah, I don't buy Christmas gifts for my son." They were like appalled. She
See?
goes, she said, we have so much family. And because we don't live where our family lives, they all send my son gifts.
Mm-hmm.
So she goes, I do things throughout the year. I plan big trips for my son. That's around the holidays, we do big trips.
That's all you
That's
need.
the gift.
Yeah.
But she goes, and he goes, she's always known that. Like, and then I remember another friend told me she would like, and this is not her not making a lot of money, just going all out for Christmas and just being broke, and then her kids not playing with anything, like in her
Yeah.
face. So she said, "Oh no, they only get one big gift, like a bike." Like, and she was, "Our family's so big, we can't even do gift exchange with the other kids. It's too many kids." So
Yeah.
really, the holidays is about
Hanging, spending time, bro. Quality time. Quality time. QT. That's it.
right. And then, and plus, in the religion, we all have different religious beliefs. So whatever that is in your family and how you celebrate those traditions. Are you going to mass? Are you going to
Oh
church
yeah.
service?
Sure.
Are you
Yeah.
celebrating Kwanzaa? Like really, it's based around those things. But every family is different, and just respecting those values.
Mm-hmm.
So another thing is saying no and having boundaries. Remember, boundaries are for you to stand 10 toes down and stand on business.
10
But
toes.
10 toes down. So some people may feel a sense of guilt by saying no. So how do you release that guilt and
Practice.
embrace practice?
Practice. Like none of this stuff is easy by any means. It sounds like it is easy, but you can practice with your spouse, you can practice with your friends, practice with your coworkers. You have multiple opportunities where you can practice setting boundaries. You just have to start.
Mhm. And for some of y'all, if it gets too much, it's okay to, like what Tommy says in Power, I'm going to cancel Christmas. I love that show. You guys watch Force. I was sleeping on Force. I was sleeping. I think it's better than Ghost.
Yeah,
I love
right.
it. Oh, it was a lot. It was a lot. Anyways, I digress. But sometimes maybe some people decide we're not doing the holiday thing this year, and that's okay. We're not decorating. We're chilling out. So I just wanted to add that in there. You can cancel Christmas if you want. But also, I would say to release that guilt. Some people feel guilty. They think they're letting their family down or letting their friends down. Sometimes we do stuff because if we feel like we say no, we won't be invited, or we might lose friendship, or we might lose love. And I would say process, like really look at that. If that's, be honest with, that's how you're feeling and that's what you're thinking. I would say really process that and ask yourself, why are you feeling guilt? Acknowledge your emotions, and then you got to let it go.
Right.
Easier said than done. That takes practice.
Practice.
And it's
Practice.
uncomfortable.
Very.
And one thing I'm learning is sometimes you just gotta leave shit alone. Like in that practice, you might not say everything right. You might be second guessing yourself. Should I have said this? Just leave it alone. You've already made the
Let it be.
decision.
Yeah. It's out there.
It's out there. So yeah, I hope that helped anyone on the information. But the boundaries, just having the clear boundaries, they're your boundaries. And sometimes people think the word boundary is a harsh word.
Well, we got a negative connotation on it. There should be nothing negative about it. That's the thing. You should be able to live how you want to live, but at the same time, the level of awareness you have around it matters because you set a boundary, which then tells other people how to treat you, but then you
Hmm.
fold on the boundary, then people are going to treat you as such. So it comes with that. So with family, if there's certain things you don't want to do, you need to set that and let people know, and you have to communicate it because also we can't expect people to be able to read and understand that we're doing it. So we have to be able to communicate the boundary, stick to the boundary continuously, not
Hmm.
just the one time. You'll probably have to stick with the boundary a few times, have to go through some jokes. People are going to crack jokes about it.
Hmm.
However, we don't fold. We keep that boundary because that's letting people know how to treat us. And if they want to set a boundary, they're more than welcome to also.
Right.
'Cause I think a lot of times people get defensive because you're treating them different. They're used to you being a certain type of person, but now they're just got to get used to the new you.
Yeah. Especially Tim's gonna crack jokes. Another thing I wanted to add is like appropriate, like to be mindful of the conversations you have with people, especially people on the holidays. Sometimes when you get together, you haven't seen people in a long time. And we think because we're related, we have the right to ask each other things. Like, I think conversations to be mindful of is what someone marital, like their status is
Oh, sure.
sometimes, or if they're, or if or when it about having children. I think those are personal things, and let them share that with you, or things about might come up in some families, weight, but things about just things like that, just personal things. Just be very mindful. It's different if they bring it up, then okay, engage, but just kind of,
Don't go searching for information unless someone brings it up and confesses it first.
yes. Because
Don't go fishing.
who would,
We don't need fishers this holiday season.
and I'll leave off with this, Tabitha Brown,
Mm-hmm.
something she says. If you can't have a good day, a good holiday, a good season, don't go messing up somebody else's.
Facts.
If you can't
100%.
have a good day, she's like, I hope you have a good day, but if you can't, don't go messing up somebody else's. So if you have a funky ass attitude, you need to excuse yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Let's see what Shay said. Shay Wood says, family is so quick to bring up weight during the holidays. Yes. And we're hard on ourselves too around that time because we're like, oh, the new year is going to start, new year, new me. And that's when everybody's going to hit the gym.
Yeah, the gym is packed for like a month. Really like 2 weeks. I get so mad. You got people on machines, don't even know how to use the machine.
Hey.
And I don't want to knock nobody's hustle, bro. So come to the
Yeah.
gym, get your workout in. I'm just complaining as the person that goes every day. Don't let me stop your hustle. But you gonna hear what I got to say though.
So I hope everyone has a great holiday season, and it's okay if you want to spend it alone. But us who are gathering, please let's check on people and respect their boundaries of what that looks like, what they want to receive.
Let's just be nice and kind. How about that? Let's just be
How
kind.
about that? How
Let's
about
just be
that?
kind to each other.
I like that. Be kind.
That's all.
Isn't that what Ellen said? But then she was let me stop playing. Be kind. Let me leave that lady alone.
Yeah, leave Ellen DeGeneres alone, bro.
So Tim, do you want to leave off with anything?
I'll be 35 next week. You know what I'm saying? Highlight your boy. I made it 35 years. Thanks to man upstairs, our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, for letting me get to see 35. There's a lot of men, black men, that don't get to see the age of 35. So I appreciate you, Lord. Thank you, God, for that. Thanksgiving next week. Be kind, be nice, be gentle. Give somebody a hug, free hugs, and we back next week.
Yes. Oh, happy early birthday, Tim.
Appreciate you.
Patrice Hall said, yes, be kind and say things with love during the
Yeah,
holiday.
I like that.
And every day.
With love. Do everything with love. I like that. That's facts. A lot of our systems, I'm going to go on a tangent. A lot of our systems could be better if we did things with love. That's facts. Appreciate you saying that.
That's fact. Let's put that up there again for the people in the back. Yes, be kind and say things with love during the holidays and every day. And again, if you can't have a good holiday, don't go messing up somebody else's.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that was a good show. I really enjoyed that, Shay. Thank you for the show idea. So if you enjoyed this show, please like and share and hit that notification button on YouTube. You can also listen, follow, and rate the show on Spotify and Apple Podcast. I will put those links in the comment section. You can also see them in the About section of the profile. So if you or anyone is interested in being a guest, or you have any topics that you want us to, discuss, let me put my, or if you just, like what Tim said, you need to phone a friend, you can email me at bougiegirl@gmail.com. That's BOOSHEGURL@gmail.com. Until next time, you guys, peace and blessings.
Peace.